In reality, to-do lists are an excellent option for you in only one case. If you are a person who does not want to get things done, does not want to achieve their goals, and does not want anything from life except completing tasks that have no real value. Most people, and you might be one of them, believe that the best option for any lazy person is a to-do list. This is the famous saying in the world of lazy people. But if you want your name to be remembered and to be a person whom others praise, to-do lists will have no importance in your life at all. I went through a period I call the period of stupidity. During that time, I felt that I achieved nothing by the end of the day. In this video, I will show you why to-do lists are an unsuitable option, how they steal your time like financial debt, and finally, I will show you the most suitable system you can follow. In the year 2000, Professor Sheena Iyengar conducted a strange experiment in a grocery store. On the first day, she set up a tasting table with 24 types of jam. Many people stopped, but the result was shocking. Only 3% of them bought a jar of jam. The next day, she reduced the choices to only 6 types. The result? Sales jumped by 600%. What does this have to do with your to-do list? When you write a long to-do list, like the 24 types of jam, your brain suffers from what is called analysis paralysis. You look at the list and see too many options. Should I reply to the email? Write the report? Call the client? So your brain chooses the easiest option. Ignore the list completely and scroll through TikTok. The long list is the direct reason you run away from work. When you cross off an easy task from the list, your brain releases cheap dopamine. That is why you feel a fake sense of achievement. But do you know the truth? The disaster is that your brain does not differentiate. It does not differentiate between buying milk and closing $1 million deal. You are not managing your time. Sadly, you have turned into an addict looking for the next easy hit of crossing things off. Realizing this truth is the only difference between being busy and being truly productive. When you stop chasing the fake pleasure of crossing tasks off, you free yourself from the illusion of productivity and start seeing tasks for what they really are. Beasts that must be tamed, not lines to be crossed out. But you must understand an important point. Do not raise your expectations. This will not work unless you know how to group your tasks into specific time blocks. You surely know the hamster, you know its wheel, you laugh at it and call it stupid. Do you know the same thing happens to you? The more tasks you write down, the more your brain forgets that you only have 24 hours in a day, and you start writing tasks that will not even fit into your day. This is called time debt. You borrow from your sleep, from your meals, and from tomorrow's time to complete scattered and unorganized tasks. Your subconscious records every line on the list as a threat that has not been dealt with. And since you never told it when you will execute these tasks, it stays in a constant state of anxiety, draining your energy even while you try to relax. The problem is not your discipline. The problem is that you are using a tool that fights reality. The list forces you to live in an anxious future and steals the calm of the present. How do we stop this bleeding? How do we force ourselves to face the truth and close these open debts before they destroy our nerves? The solution lies in one weapon. A tool procrastinators hate because it completely kills the option of negotiation. Are you brave enough to use the negotiation killer? You might think now that the solution is writing fewer tasks, but the problem with the list is not its length. The problem is that it gives you the right to choose when to start, and your brain will always choose later. You do not need a smarter list. You need a system that completely removes your right to delay. A system that turns intention into force. This is called time blocking. Your problem is not lack of time. Your problem is democracy. Yes, you practice excessive democracy with yourself. Every time you look at your list, you hold a secret meeting with your brain and ask, do we feel like working now? Or should we delay it until after coffee? This is called the negotiation trap. And unfortunately, you lose this negotiation every single day. Lists fail because they are just polite suggestions. You do not need suggestions. You need a strict law. This is where the calendar transforms from a silly reminder app into a deadly weapon called the negotiation killer. The magical solution is time boxes. When you lock a task into a time cage, from 9 to 11, it is no longer open for discussion. It becomes a physical law. At that moment, the option of later dies, and forced execution begins. The secret is to treat your tasks like flights. If you schedule writing the report on Tuesday at 5 o'clock, this is not a suggestion. This is a departure time. The plane does not care about your feelings, and it does not wait for your inspiration. If you are 1 minute late, the plane leaves and you lose the trip. To succeed, apply the two-person system. In the evening, play the role of the strict manager. Open your calendar and drag tasks into tight time blocks. Here, you will understand Sun Tzu's wisdom. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek victory. Your real victory happens the night before, inside the calendar. So when you wake up in the morning, you do not need to think. You are simply an obedient employee, a soldier executing the battle plan drawn yesterday. But prepare for the shock. When you move tasks to the calendar, you will discover that your day cannot handle 20 tasks. Only 4. This pain is beautiful because it forces you to eliminate trivial things. Do not leave any white space. Empty space in the calendar is an open invitation for the devil, procrastination, to return. Fill every minute, even if you write coffee time. Turn your day from empty space waiting for chance into a battle already decided. When you rely on the calendar, you remove the heaviest burden from your shoulders, the burden of decision making. You will not ask yourself every hour, what should I do now? The calendar is your map. It is your silent commander that guarantees results. You now have the weapon. But do you have the mindset to use it? There is a deep difference between amateurs who want to look busy and professionals who want results only. Professionals who build empires do not have to-do lists. They have schedules. The difference is not the paper. It is the mindset. The list waits for the day to hit you with surprises so you react. The calendar forces your will onto reality before sunrise. Successful people do not wish. Successful people commit. Treat your tasks like flights. Tonight, be the general and draw the plan in your calendar. Tomorrow, wake up as the soldier and execute without thinking. If you are ready to destroy your old list and start like a professional, hit the like button to support this content and tell me in the comments, what is the one task you will lock into tomorrow's calendar?